Good evening, friends. Now we are going to move towards the last chapter, that is the heat transfer to fluids with phase change. Up till now, I will just take the brief review regarding the with phase and without phase change. So basically, the heat transfer in case of with phase change is really very critical to understand, because the heat is going to associate with what are the phase change. So it is a complex process, and it is very difficult to identify the quantities of the rate of heat flow or heat transfer, which is influenced by the rate of nucleation of the bubbles, drops or crystals, and by the behavior of the new phases after it is formed. Now this chapter is dealing with the condensation of vapors and boiling of liquids. Basically, crystallization is also comes under this chapter, but it has been covered in mass transfer. So later on, you can learn about it. So transfer from condensing vapors is the first subtitle or subtopic for us, where the phase change means it is very simple due to heat giving or heat taking, the phase transfer takes place. So there are two types of condensation of the any mixture or any solvent. So there are two types. One is the film wise condensation, and another is drop wise condensation. So basically, the drop wise condensation is always accepted or expected, because the rate of heat flow, the rate of heat transfer is always greater in case of the drop wise condensation. So I will give a simple practical example where uh, whenever in rainy season you might observe the water which is coming from the slab or ceiling, it is getting leakaged. What happened? At that time number of droplets are formed, and whenever more than one or two droplets are coming together, they are having better gravity due to acceleration, or due to the gravity force they are accumulating together, and they are getting big bubble and they are getting down. So it is as simple as that. So droplet condensation, another practical example I would like to elaborate, where on the roofs of the cars or on the seat covers you might observe in winter days, especially early in the morning, if you will observe droplets of the water, uh, which is also called as dew, or on the grass also you may observe. So such a kind of droplets are nothing but the droplet condensation. So friends,